In Bali, they commonly consume Asiatic soft-shell turtle. This turtle species is often found in freshwater habitats like Southeast Asia. It's prized for its tender meat and is sometimes used in soups or stews. Let's see how Sunny
This has a
makes
little
it.
bit of everything in here. A little bit of meat, a lot of skin, and a bit of shell.
2 turtles just like these are cleaned, boiled, and cut into thin slices like you see here. Skin, shell, everything reduced down to these small strips that'll soon join the dish.
The tasty turtle can be made several other ways, like grilled, curry, braised, fried, or stir-fried, depending on the culture. Different cultures and regions that might consume these turtles are Asia, Caribbean, Latin America, Pacific Island, Africa, North America, and Europe, just to name a few. The consumption of these turtles go back far across the region. Even some here in America eat these turtles on a daily basis.
What is that part? That's a little yellow part.
That is the eggs. The
Egg?
eggs.
Egg of the turtle? I've never had a turtle egg.
Yeah.
Okay, here we go.
Okay.
Yeah. Ooh, tastes like a reptile egg. Chalky, a little yolky, a little dry. Man, this is some super unique food. If you look closely here, these kind of translucent parts that look like tendon, that is actually some gelatinous, gooey pieces of shell. Part of the shell that has been boiled. It looks like skin or fat. That is nuts.
Turtle lawar. Start with shredded coconut, then a mix of Balinese spice blends, including chili sambal, Balinese curry, and bumbu. Then a mound of turtle skin, meat, shell, and egg, fried onion, and salt. All this gets mixed by hand. Drop in some sliced long bean, mix, top with a couple turtle saute skewers, and lunch is ready.
Food show. I mean, if you have to eat turtle, it's a pretty nice preparation. It doesn't even look like a turtle at all. And right here, we're gonna start with the saute. No matter what animal you're eating in Indonesia, horse, turtle, or chicken, it's all gonna basically look like that. Let's try it out. A little bit of turtle saute. Okay, do you like it though, for real?
Yes, of
Eat your
course.
second one then.
Okay. Cool.
I mean, a ton of spice. Caramelized, it's sweet, it's spicy. Little hints of earthy turtle flavor. If you gave that to me, I would never guess turtle. So here, the lawar. You always have to have the lawar with the rice, right?
Yes.
That's a big bite. That's a man who's confident this is gonna be some good turtle. All right, let's try it out.
So, what do you think?
Mostly it tastes like spice and lemongrass. There is those fatty parts, those kind of gooey fatty parts. Like I can feel the turtle, I don't taste it though.
The consumption of turtles by humans dates back to prehistoric times, likely over 100,000 years ago. Most countries do not believe in wasting any food from the animal, so everything must go. Many cultures have restricted or banned the consumption of turtles due to the declining populations.
The Balinese Chinese things with chopped pork and with a little bit sauce.
Shiobak has a strong influence from China, and Chinese have a long history here in Bali, dating back hundreds of years.
I'm with the owner right now, and we're gonna make shobak. Now, shobak means literally boiled pork.
How many ways have you consumed pig? Let's discuss.
Pig parts boiled for hours in a soy-based stew. There's just one catch. It's almost all offcuts.
Can I hold your pig parts? This is the boiled pork right here. A little bit of everything. Pork tongue, obviously intestine. Oh no! What is this? Nose. It's a nose! It's a half a nose. Oh yeah, you can see he had a deviated septum. Kai, this is the surgery you need right here. Sorry, our camera guy snores a lot. All they're gonna do is cut you open like this and sew you up. It's gonna be fun.
From ears to intestines, Mr. Wawan gives equal love to all the pig parts.
Here you go, sir. Thank you for letting me handle your meat. Two. And two, yeah, two, please, two.
Meat, pork belly, ear, tongue, intestines, heart, and pig snout.
What is your favorite?
I'm favorite ear.
So your favorite part is the ear. Ready? 1, 2, 3, cheers. That's crispy, man. Really fatty on the outside, thick cartilage in the middle.
On the side, he tosses on some fried pork bits and pork rinds, topping it with a thick soy and pork stock gravy.
This one I like. I like crunchy things that have flavor. Fried pork, let's go for it. Wow, that's very nice. It just tastes like breading. It tastes like if you get a bucket of KFC and at the bottom there's just little pieces of friedness that have fallen off. You wanna try some intestine? I'm a little scared. Pig intestine.
A little bit chewy.
Chewy, not too gamey,
Yeah.
and a very nice sauce he's put on there. I like it. Well, look, if the intestines are good, we all know what those are filled with,
Okay.
then we're gonna be good. So I wanna eat some nose, but like, how would you know? Oh, that's an ear. You think that's the nose?
Yes.
You can't even tell it's a nose anymore. Oh, you've got some nostril there. It's gummy, it's salty. That's a really unique mix, man. This is what I love about Asia. This could easily have just been thrown out, but instead they're like, let's keep it and let's find a way to make it taste good.
Now, chicken is one thing that you may be very well aware of. It's a food that is highly consumed by the American people. Not only American people, I have to stretch that a little bit further. All around the countries and regions, you will find many people consuming chicken. Fried chicken, to be exact. But I want you to learn a different way to consume your chicken. Let's go.
But here in Bali, they found a new way to infuse flavor into fried chicken. The owner tells me more.
Geprek. What does geprek mean?
Geprek is smash.
Smash.
Yeah, you smash it with a stone and then you mix with the sambal. I fried the chicken first and then I smash it.
After using a traditional stone to crush sambal, tomato, garlic, lime, and chilies, they start smashing the chicken, coating every last bite. The only question is, how many chilies can you handle?
I've had some spicy wings in the past. It didn't go that great. It is like instant heartburn.
I'm out.
No! And we're back. Is 20 the maximum spice?
No, it's actually unlimited spicy. Our record is 140. Yeah. You have to break the record.
Is it respectable if I get a 10 chili chicken?
Yes,
Okay.
you will not regret it.
We have lie detection software. Right now, it's reading your face, your expressions. Yeah, he's lying.
10 chilies, garlic, salt, sugar, brutally pounded into a sambal sauce. Then tomato, lime, and a defenseless piece of fried chicken assaulted repeatedly, completely slathered in chilies. I find I'm asking myself, why am I here? Actually, I'm asking Blee.
Why have you brought me here? What's cool about the way they make it, the chicken is like evenly coated with all the sauce and chilies and seeds. There's a micro lime on top. I guess limes are really expensive this time of year, maybe. There's gonna be exactly one drop. A single lime drop has now brought perfect balance. Just like every single meal, they've got rice on the side, but I'm just gonna go straight up chicken. No big deal. To me, that's not even spicy. It just tastes like nice fried chicken. Pieces have varying degrees of chilies and seeds on them. Oh, yeah. Oh, it's spicy as heck. But man, I love fresh sambal. Fresh, citrusy, hot chilies in there. Oh, look at this bite. That's almost completely chilies and seeds.
And now I'm sweating now.
Now that I have your taste buds together, let's dive into a sweet treat. Honey bees.
Right here, we have a very unique food. This is really hard to find. We actually had a heck of a time finding this here on the island. Food so fresh that you could actually still see these really confused honeybees wondering what happened to their house. It's actually a little bit tragic.
Yeah.
Meanwhile, we're about to eat them.
So far, I'm very confused. I see honeycomb, but I see no way to extract the honey. There are some bees, but they don't seem to be the main course. I head over to the kitchen to see what's next.
Sir, I've brought you honeycomb. So I thought the grilling would be on like a grill, but he's kind of just roasting it like a marshmallow. And as he turns it, you can see it's kind of becoming more gooey. It's like bringing out all the sugary sweetness from inside and maybe some of the waxiness. I'm gonna try this out. I've never had, oh, there's a bee, it's pissed. I'm sorry. Fine, never lost my composure once. I've never seen honeycomb prepared in this way, just roasted over the fire. It's become all melty. Let's try some. Cheers. Oh, it's so sweet. It's like honeycomb cereal. But here's the thing, this is like wax. Is that where that goes? Is that the wax? Okay, that's where we put wax. So anytime you're eating the honeycomb, it's kind of like this sponge. Each of these cells is full of some honey. It gets released in your mouth as you chew it, but then you're still left with this waxy kind of residue. I have no idea how this is gonna work, but we're gonna find out next. I gotta get away from these bees. Let's go.
guys, remember Lawar? Well, it's back, and this time with bees and honeycomb.
We're getting into the bee territory. Here we have our roasted honeycomb. It's been kind of sliced up. There's a bunch of vengeful bees flying around, but they're not stinging anyone yet. This is really interesting. Just like everything else in the Loire, it's just gonna be cut into tiny little pieces. But, wax. Do you just eat the wax? Huh?
Honeycomb Loire starts with minced jackfruit, herbs, and a load of coconut.
The roasted honeycomb has been completely diced up, chopped up. Oh, wow. So this huge mass of waxy honeycomb is going right in there. Oh, that was too much, he said.
Salt, seasoning, fried chilies, shrimp paste, and fried garlic.
He mixes it all up. So we're eating the wax and everything?
Yeah.
All right. Oh, it smells delicious. Gentlemen, thank you very much for all your hard work. We tried finding Loire yesterday. Everybody was either sold out or closed. If I went to a restaurant, is this what I could expect to find?
Yes.
Same exact thing.
Same as that.
This is both restaurant quality and homemade.
Homemade,
It's the
yeah.
best of both worlds, minced into tiny little pieces. I think we give it a try, man.
What do you think?
It tastes good.
It still tastes honey thing?
It tastes like a ton of spices. It's kind of like every other Loire I've had here, like very spicy. There's no distinctive bee flavor, not even any honey flavor. I thought it might taste a little bit like honey, right? I thought it would be like waxy or chewy, but it's not. I gotta say, it's almost hard to tell there's any bees in here. The baby jackfruit and that long bean, it gives it just a great crunchy texture. And then from there, it's just really fresh herbs and spices. I really like it, but no, I would have no idea there's bees. It's not bee flavored. It's so unique, so different. Something I did not expect to see when I came to Bali, for sure.
Thank you for joining my channel today. I would love to have you back. On your way out, give us a thumbs up. And I'm going to drop the video for Sunny's full description down below so you'll be able to check that full one out. Also, you can support us by going on Amazon and purchasing my latest food book and cocktail book. Thanks. See you later on the next episode.